guys and gals. This is Carrie with Fullerton Professional Organizing. And today we are talking about what we always talk about, but we're talking about organizing our things. Now, this podcast is about decluttering our faith, our home, and our business. And today, let's be honest, organizing your things sounds simple, but what does it really mean? And more importantly, why should we really care? Now, if your closet is exploding and your kitchen counter doubles as a storage unit, or you can never find your keys when you're rushing out the door, this one's for you. This episode is what you need. Now, what does it mean really to organize your things? Now, organizing just a, isn't just about putting stuff in cute bins or making a space look pretty. Now, the bins are only important if they work and they function. For in my mind, and the way I organize is, let's say all of your blankets are in a bin and you have guests over, but you have blankets that fit your bed, and maybe the guest bed isn't the same size. Maybe it's a king and a queen, but all of your blankets, because of space, are all organized in the same bin. Well, the way I tackle it is they're all folded and they're filed just like you would in a filing cabinet. You pull out the whole bin and you look for the blanket that fits the correct bed. Then you just push that bin back in place. That way, because it was filed instead of stacked, you're only pulling out what you're needing and it doesn't mess up the rest of the items in the bin. That's why I like bins. If you didn't have a bin, you wouldn't be able to file fold them. They'd have to be stacked. Now, of course, if you stack your blankets, of course, you can lift one up, pull it out. But what if you have clothes folded in a drawer? If you had clothes folded in a drawer, then you would have to dig to the bottom to find the thing you wanted, and you really couldn't see what was in the drawer. So we fold everything file, folder fashion. But that's those two things together is really going to help with organization. Now, so it's about creating function in your everyday life. At its core, organizing means knowing what you own and being able to see it. It's visible. Letting go of what you don't need because you want to make space for only the stuff you use. Creating designated spaces for everything so you know where to put things back, where it goes. Making your home work for you, not you work for your home. Now, in short, organizing brings order to chaos. It just keeps chaos from ensuing. Now, why should you? But here's why organizing your things is worth your time and effort. One, less stress. Clutter equals just chaos. When your home is in constant disarray, your brain stays in fight or flight. It just stays stressed. It's constantly worrying where everything is, what everything looks like, what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. Organizing your space creates calmness, and it really does give you a peace of mind. Now, number two, it will really saves you a lot of time because you're saving time that you usually spend looking for things, but everything has a place, you know where it is, and you go and get it. No wasting 10 minutes looking for your charger or your shirt you swore was in the laundry. When everything has a place, you spend less time searching and more time actually doing the things that you want to do and living your life. Now, number three, it does save you money. Haven't you ever gone to the store because you couldn't find something and you rebought it? When your things are organized, you stop buying duplicates of stuff you already own. Hello, 3 can openers. Do you really need 3 can openers? You'll actually see what you have and be able to use it. Now, number four, boost your productivity. An organized space boosts your focus, whether you work from home, homeschool, or just need to get through a to-do list. A tidy space helps you think clearly and get more done. Now, number five, protecting what matters. What matters to you? Is it important papers, family keepsakes, or your seasonal items? It keeps these things from getting lost or damaged in the clutter. Now, organization helps you store and protect what's valuable to you. Number six, it reflects who you are. Your space tells a story. When it's cluttered, that story feels unfinished or you don't want anyone to see it. When it's organized, it reflects your values, your priorities, and your lifestyle. You don't have to organize your whole house in a day. Just start with one drawer, one shelf, one space. Because when you organize your things, you're not just cleaning up. You're creating a life, a lifestyle that feels lighter and more in control instead of it controlling you. Now, do you need help taking the next step? Let Fullerton Professional Organizing help you. Declutter your faith, home, and business with grace, strategy, and results that last. We do in person and virtual. So book a consult. But what and why organize your children's toys? Can you organize your children's toys without losing your mind? Well, let's be real. Kids' toys do have a way of multiplying overnight, especially those Legos. One day you're stepping on a single Lego, and the next you're wading through a sea of dinosaurs, dolls, and puzzles with no clue where anything belongs. But here's the good news. Organizing your child's toys, it doesn't have to be stressful, and the payoff is totally worth it. Let's talk about what it means to organize your children's toys and why it makes a big difference for your child and your sanity. Because if your child's room stresses you out, it may stress out your child as well. So organizing toys doesn't really mean having a Pinterest perfect playroom all the time. It simply means you have a system, you've created it to make things easier to put back and to reset. It makes it easier to find the toys, to clean up quickly, rotate and refresh items to reduce boredom, teaching your child responsibility. It could be as simple as using labeled bins, shelves at their height, or color-coded drawers. It may even be each color of toy is in a different drawer. All the red toys, all the blue toys. It doesn't have to be all the trucks and all the dolls, although that is kind of helpful. But you could do it in rainbow order just to make a system that your child will actually use. And color works. Here's why putting in the time to organize your child's toys pays off big time. One, it reduces overwhelm for everyone. When toys are everywhere, kids get overwhelmed and don't know what to play with, so they dump everything out, or they can't find what they're looking for and dump everything out. A tidy system helps them choose one thing at a time. Now, number two, it teaches responsibility and independence. When toys have a home, even toddlers can learn to clean up after themselves. It builds confidence and teaches lifelong skills without you constantly saying, pick up your toys, pick up your toys, pick up your toys. Like I said, they can pick them up by color and put them in colored bins if your focus is just to have them picked up. If you want them to find all of their dolls, then all of their dolls will be together, all of their dinosaurs will be together. Now, number three, it saves you time and energy. No more last minute toy hunts before school or bed. An organized system means less chaos and fewer meltdowns for everyone. Now, number four, it sparks creativity. A clean, organized play space helps kids actually see what they have instead of being overwhelmed. They're inspired to play longer and be more creative. Now, five, it helps you know when it's time to declutter. When toys are organized, it's easier to spot what your children have outgrown or doesn't play with anymore. Maybe it's easy to donate, making it easy to donate and rotate or store for later on. Maybe for an older sibling or a younger sibling, mostly a younger sibling. Now, some easy first steps to organize your child's toys would be using clear bins or picture labels. That's what they use in the classroom. Picture labels for younger kids with the words underneath so that kids can learn new words and spelling. Keep similar toys together, all blocks in one bin, all dolls in another. Rotate toys every few weeks to keep things exciting. Or if that's too much, what about just 4 times a year, seasonally? Put all seasonal type toys, your summer inspired toys, your new Christmas toys, your old last year's Christmas toys. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to rotate. It doesn't have to be rotated daily. It doesn't have to rotate weekly or monthly. Seasonal can work. Now, make cleanup part of the daily routine. Sing a cleanup song. That's what we did in school. We, the purple dinosaurs cleanup song, or make up your own. A lot of times when I was a teacher, I just made up a song and sang it to a tune of something I knew, like Mary Had a Little Lamb. You can make up your own songs because nobody is going to hear you. And you can also use a timer. Have them beat the timer. You don't need a bigger space or fancy containers to get started. Just a plan that works for you and your child. Organizing their toys creates calmness in your home, promotes independence, and saves you stress. Now, do you need help creating an organized playroom or toy zone? Uh, Let Fullerton's professional organizing help you design a toy system that works for your family's real life, not just an Instagram. And speaking of Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram as well. Now, what and why organize? We're going to change from the toy room to crafts. Okay. So you actually enjoy crafting again? Let's face it, crafting is supposed to be fun and relaxing until you can't find those scissors, your paint is dried up, and glitter has taken over your dining room table like a sparkly storm. Sound familiar? Crafting clutter can steal the joy from being creative, but it doesn't have to. Here's a breakdown of what it really means to organize your crafts and why it matters more than you think. Organize your craft supplies means more than just stuffing everything in a bin and calling it a day. True organization creates easy access to the tools and supplies you use most, smart storage zones for different types of crafts, your sewing and your painting, clear surfaces for creating, and a calming, inspiring space, colorful space to let your creativity flow. Whether you have a full craft room or a single rolling cart, it's all about creating a system that works for the way you create. Now, if you've ever spent more time looking for supplies than actually crafting, this episode is for you. Now, and organizing your crafts is a game changer. Now, one, more time creating, less time searching. When everything has a home, you can grab what you need and get to work. No digging, no frustration. Two, it protects your supplies. Glue dries up, paper gets crushed, markers disappear. Keeping supplies neat and stored properly helps you take better care of what you own and makes your stash last longer. Now, number 3 saves you money. All organization saves you money. Ever buy more glitter or thread or stickers only to find you already had them hidden in a drawer? Organization helps you stop overbuying and use what you have. Shop your home first. 4, boosts your creativity. Again, we're coming back to creativity. Cluttered spaces block creative energy. Organized, tidy spaces inspire it. When your space feels peaceful and ready, your creativity can actually show up and shine. Now, number 5, it always makes organization, cleanup a breeze. An organized craft system means quicker cleanup, so you're more likely to craft often and leave the mess behind when it's time to switch gears. One quick little tip is have a bin for unfinished projects. That way you just pull out the bin and everything is ready to go again. That way you can put it up and pull it out as if you had left it out to finish later. Sort by category. You'll have your paper crafts, your sewing, and your painting. Use clear bins or labeled drawers. Store small items like buttons, beads, clips in divided containers. Repurpose household items like mason jars, file folders, or rolling carts. I have two rolling carts over here, and I have another rolling cart. Well, I think I have three. Well, I have three rolling carts. Oh, I have one cart here, but I have three. Now, keep your most used tools easy to reach. Right in this area should be all the daily use items right here. There should be a work triangle. These items here, these items here, and these items over here. Whatever you do the most, that should be in your work triangle. Now, organize your crafts is about more than tidy. It's about making room for joy of creating. You don't need a perfect setup. You just need a plan that helps you say yes to your next project with excitement instead of stress. Because really, if your craft room is a mess, you're not going to want to clean up first, then craft. But if it's organized and decluttered, it generally will stay somewhat clean enough to be creative, or at least having a flat surface that stays clean so that you can be creative. So, are you ready to reclaim your creativity? Fullerton's Professional Organizing offers in-home and virtual craft space organizing to help you craft with joy, not craziness. Listen to our podcast and you can get more ideas for decluttering your home. Now, what and why organize crafts in a small space? Well, most of the ideas are going to be just like we just mentioned, but smaller spaces, you have to be more creative. Organizing crafts in a small space just means being smart and intentional with every inch. Whether it's a corner of your bedroom, a closet, or even the kitchen table, it's about turning your limited space into functional crafting zones with portable tools and virtual storage. I mean, vertical, not virtual, vertical storage, and clearly labeled categories. Now, small space equals fast clutter if you don't plan ahead. You'll be more likely to create if your supplies are accessible and not buried. It helps you feel in control, even when space is tight and limited. Use over-the-door storage and vertical wall organizers. Opt for clear bins with labels. Store items by frequency of use. Use rolling carts you can tuck away when not crafting. Or they can be rolled into a different room, guest room, office. Number two, what? Oh, crafting room zoning. Zoning your craft room means creating designated areas for different tasks like cutting, sewing, and maybe ironing the fabric, or paint area, glue, or storing area. Think of it like a kitchen. There's a sink zone where you use water, prep zone, and a cooking zone. Your craft room should flow the same way. You'll work more efficiently when you're not jumping from one area to another, reduces mess, and keeps your tools where you need them, makes cleanup faster and more sustainable. Now, zones to include would be maybe a storage area for all your extra supplies that you don't use, maybe refills, your back stock. Then you might have your work zone. For my podcasts, this is my work zone. I can swivel this way and look at a book. I can see you, or I can swivel this way and maybe use the stapler to staple my papers together, or, whatever I need handy around my desk for podcasting and for the work, office work. Tool zone, easily grab scissors, glue, and other essentials. You might have a little cup on your desk with those tools. Cleanup zone, trash bin, paper towels, cleaning wipes. Now, number 3, maybe you need to create a portable craft station. A portable craft station is a mobile setup you can use anywhere. Your kitchen table, your couch, your porch. Think rolling cart, fold up tote, caddy, or a bin system that holds the basics for quick, spontaneous creativity. Remember when grandma used to do her knitting and crocheting while watching TV and she had a big basket next to her chair? Well, that's what I'm talking about. Perfect for homes without a dedicated craft space or when wanting to watch TV. Great for moms who craft during naps or in between errands. Makes crafting feel less like a project and more like a fun break. Portable craft station essentials could possibly be a divided tote or bin for basics, small scissors, glue stick, glue, tape, markers, flat containers for paper or fabric, easy to carry cleanup supplies. It just depends. Is this a portable station for children or a portable station for you? What do you need? Now, if you want to go even further and you need help setting up your small spaced craft room or portable station, I'm available virtual or in person if you're local. Now, let's turn your cluttered supplies into a system that inspires creativity. Schedule your session today. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about a bit is photographs. Now, let's be honest. Photographs are some of the most meaningful things we own, but it's also some of the most overwhelming to organize, especially if we take pictures, and never print them out, and they just collect and collect on our phones and computers. And then when our computer or our phones crash, we tend to panic and freak out. We also, whether you've got tons of them already printed out and you have boxes and boxes of old prints, endless folders on your phone or digital albums scattered across multiple cloud accounts. Most of us feel like we're drowning in memories with no map to sort them. And I will have to say, even this professional organizer has a lot of photos that need to be organized and printed. Let's break it down. What it really means to organize your photographs and why it's absolutely worth your time. Now, organizing your photos means more than just putting them in albums or cloud folders. It's about creating a system that makes your memories. It makes your memories easy to find, safe and preserved, simple to share, and meaningful to revisit. This can be physical photo albums, it can be labeled boxes, or digital organized cloud folders, backups, or a mix of all of those. Now, the reason you need to organize these photos is because photos tell your story. But when they're buried, broken, or lost in digital chaos, that story becomes hard to access. Here's why organizing them really matters. One, preserve your family's history. Photos fade, files get corrupted, and phone storage fills up fast. Organizing helps protect your precious memories for future generations. Two, reduce clutter and overwhelm because loose prints, mystery flash drives, and thousands of unfiltered selfies create digital and physical clutter, which can be stressful. A system helps you feel lighter, more in control, and inspired to revisit the moments that matter. Number three, make sharing easier. Want to create a graduation slideshow, a wedding gift, or a memory book? Organized photos save time and headaches when special occasions roll around. I mean, talk about a craft room organization and photo organization that can help each other create gifts of memories that will last a lifetime. Now, four, enjoy your memories more. What's the point of capturing a moment if you never get to see it again? Organization makes space for reminiscing, storytelling, and legacy building. And you can make photo books. There are programs out there where you send your photos and they will make you a photo book. It's simple. Simple first steps, gather all your photos in one place, print or digital. Sort by date, event, or person. Declutter duplicates, blurry shots. You don't need them. Or meaningless snaps. Back up digital photos on an external drive or cloud. Label and store prints in acid-free boxes or albums. Do you remember creative memories? Now, here are some final things about photographs. You don't need to organize every photo at once. Start with one album, one year, or even one folder. This isn't just about tidying up, it's about honoring the moments that have shaped your life, the memories. Now, if you want help, you can let me know and we will see what we can do. All right, guys, that is it for this episode. Our next episode, we're going to talk about our purses. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you. And I will see you on the next podcast.